Hey folks, Rob here. And what we got here today is another red and white Heritage box. Guys, this is the replacement that Heritage sent me for my Black Widow that had gotten sent back 3 times. And finally, I told them I didn't want it back because apparently they couldn't repair it. So they agreed to replace it, and this is what they agreed to replace it with. And so this is the 4 3/4 6 round standard Coca-Cola grip. So this is the base model 4.5 inch gun. Now the other one was kind of a special edition gun, and had the Black Widow grips on it, which I paid more for than this, but they did send my grips back, so I did get to keep my Black Widow grips. So, and I'd like to give a special shout out to the guys at Caskey's Gun and Pawn in Moorhead, Kentucky. If you're ever in this area, they actually have a pretty good selection of handguns, rifles, shotguns. They do have ammunition. You know, ammunition's not plentiful right now, but they do have a pretty good selection of ammo. And the guys there, Hayden and Ray, are both awesome guys to work with. You know, stop in there, tell them you watched the video, and Rob sent you. So, anyway, great people. They handled the transfer of this gun for me. Of course, I originally bought the original gun off of them, and so they handled this transfer, didn't charge me anything for the transfer because, you know, it was basically replacing a defective gun that I had purchased from them, and I thought that was pretty awesome of them to do that. A lot of places would have wanted to charge me a transfer fee, and they didn't. Great guys. I'm rambling, I know, but if you're in the Moorhead, Kentucky area, check them out. A lot of guns, ammo, good guys. They're easy to deal with, so check them out. So inside the box here, we have the standard Heritage paperwork. Lead hazard warning. Here's the free shipping on the Magnum cylinder offer. That's in all of them. Here's your manual. Just a basic manual. Nothing too elaborate there. NRA today. And your gun lock, and then the gun. So this is the base model 4-inch, and of course it comes with the lock there. So let me throw this back in here and get this out of the way, and then we'll look at the gun. So this is the basic 4-inch model. It does have some pretty nice grips there. They're fairly nice. I like those. Comes with your little tag here on the trigger guard. Take that off. I'll take it off later. But anyway, 4.5 or 4 3/4. I forget what the exact measurement is on these. But this one seems to be fairly, as far as Heritages go. The frame finish is pretty good. I'll let you look at that. Fit and finish on the grips is fairly good. There's some scuffing right there on the back strap. So this may have been a piece together gun. You know, they were replacing mine, so, you know, or a blim gun. You know, I don't know, the first Heritage I ever bought was pretty rough, so that might be the sort of thing they let slide. These are made in Bainbridge, Georgia. And a little bit of, these are not known for their high polish finish. They're, you know, a cheap gun. So we will check and make sure it's unloaded. You still have your little orange safety flag in there. So in order to remove that, we'll push in from this side on your pin, pull out the cylinder pin, and take the cylinder out. And we'll remove this safety ring. So the cylinder looks good. I'll be anxious to shoot this one and see if it malfunctions too. Now the bar keep has been good so far. So I really wanted the Black Widow to be a good gun, but it didn't prove out so. It was just a lemon. I mean, I know all companies can produce a lemon, so it was just a lemon, and they seemed to not be able to fix the gun. So, you know, went back to them 3 times and came back 3 times. Well, I bought it the first time, and then they sent it back to me twice after that, and it was still, each time it seemed to be a little worse than it was before. And they had basically replaced every part in the gun. But basic single action. There's your sight picture. Just a blade front sight and the little groove down the top of the receiver. Of course, now this does have the safety on it, so you can dry fire these because there's no way for the hammer to impact the firing pin with this hammer block on. So we'll check the trigger here. Trigger pull's not too bad. Not too bad. Locks up tight. The lockup on it's pretty tight compared to that other gun. This one's super tight. No end play. Very little end play. Yeah, this gun is definitely a lot tighter. The Black Widow just had problems. So anyway, guys, I thought I would bring you along and let you have a look at the replacement for the Black Widow. I'm kind of anxious to shoot this gun. I like this length of barrel in these guns. And I originally bought the Black Widow to be able to do a direct comparison to the Ruger Wranglers. I have 2 Ruger Wranglers, and they're both awesome guns, and this is more comparable to the Wrangler as far as barrel length, I'm sorry, and sight radius, weight, and everything. I did compare the Wranglers to my 6.5 inch barrel gun, and but I felt like this would be a better comparison in this configuration, so that's why I originally bought the Black Widow, was to have a gun in which to compare the Wranglers and you know, just see if Ruger produced a superior gun than Heritage. And with the luck I had with the other gun, I'm of a mind that Ruger does produce a far superior gun. That's not to say these guns, when you get a good one, these are awesome little guns. My old ones had thousands of rounds through it and still just keeps right on shooting. So, you know, when you get a good one of these, they're a good little gun. But with the price being close to the Wrangler, you know, I would probably choose the Wrangler. Now, you might want to choose this gun if you want the Magnum cylinder option. That's never been a thing for me. I've never really wanted a .22 revolver in the Magnum. It's just something I didn't feel like I needed. And but that's where this gun has the advantage, and the advantage of coming in several different barrel lengths, all the way from the bar keep at 2.62 inches up to the 16-inch barreled revolver they make. So anyway, guys, I appreciate everybody that watches and takes the time to leave me a comment and give me a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe. And remember, if you're ever in the Moorhead, Kentucky area, and you want to check out some guns and and ammunition, and they sell jewelry and lots of other things. So guitars, you know, it's a gun and pawn. So all kinds of goodies in there. Check out Caskey's. They're on US 60 West. No, actually East. Yeah, US 60 East of Moorhead. Great guys. Like I said, Hayden and Ray, tell them I sent you. And until the next videos, I'll see you guys later. Appreciate you watching.